A walk through Magnolia Cemetery is like taking a step back in time. The stories of 35,000 Charlestonians lie 6 feet under these grounds. But in the land of the silent, it's those who are still living that must tell the tales of the dead. Magnolia Cemetery first opened in 1850 after yellow fever ravaged through Charleston, and cemeteries became increasingly needed. Its 150 acres are a hauntingly beautiful display of 19th century art and architecture, famous burials, native wildlife, and more. This is the Magnolia Cemetery. Until this year, not many have been allowed to go behind these gates at night. Bulldog Tours is the first company to gain exclusive access to the grounds after sunset. Part of the proceeds generated from their tours will go back to Magnolia to help with repairs. Andrew Kuhn is a tour guide and historian from Charleston.
And it was just this privilege to be not only the first company out here, but to be able to share this kind of hidden gem that has been in Charleston for so long that a lot of people don't know about. I mean, we have a lot of locals that have been coming out on these tours that have never been out here before.
The entire persona of the cemetery changes at night. Everything becomes just a little more chilling.
And so we're starting with, without a doubt, one of the creepiest graves that I have ever seen in my life. And it is of a 7-month-old girl by the name of Rosalie Raymond White. That is actually Rosalie's death mask.
Oh, wow.
How creepy is that?
Death masks are made by taking a plaster cast of a mold of the person's face. You'll rarely find them in the U.S. because of how expensive they are to make. However, the most expensive way to be laid to rest is in a mausoleum. A wealthy banker named William B. Smith wanted to put his money where his casket is.
In 1892, when he passed away, he left these plans to construct his mausoleum in the shape of a pyramid that modeled those from ancient Egypt. And when you think about what the pyramids were and who they were built for, they weren't for the everyday man, they were for the pharaohs. And this man believed that he had the same status in Charleston as that of a pharaoh from Egypt.
Pharaoh or not, the William B. Smith Mausoleum shows some of the ornate symbolism used to represent the afterlife.
But what I love especially are the inverted torches. They're inverted to show the extinguishing of life. But the one that's actually very, very difficult to see even during the daytime are the butterflies.
With 35,000 people buried at Magnolia, it's difficult to even scratch the surface of telling their stories.
You have everything from poets to artists, you have criminals, you have gangsters, and of course even Civil War soldiers.
The H.L. Hunley's 8-man submarine crew, dozens of former governors and representatives from South Carolina, and so many others that have contributed to the history of the state. The question is, are they contributing to the haunted history as well?
We've had a number of people on the tours that are empathetic to the spirits. They are mediums themselves, and they have kind of given us these insights to a lot of the feelings of them being out here. And then the creepiest line, one of the things the creepiest things that's ever been said to me was that I asked her if she was alone, if he was alone, you know, and she just said no, they're all watching us. You know, and that idea that, you know, whatever she meant by that, that all these spirits are out here just keeping their eye, watching to see what it is that we're doing, was unsettling in a way. But then at the same time, you know, I just feel like that we are kind of the spokesman for the dead. You know, we are out here to tell their stories.
So many stories lie behind these gates, some of which haven't even been told yet. This has been A Haunted History with Katie Turner, and until next time, you can count on 2.